Now before we start the video, I just want to take this opportunity to wish everybody out there a very, very Merry Christmas. To all my subscribers, anyone watching this video, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope everybody that you know and love is safe and sound. Merry Christmas, and on with the video. Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Now then, we've still got our little EasyRC Thunderstorm on the bench. If you watched the last video, you will know that I fitted a big can motor to it, a 370 motor, courtesy of RC all-wheel drive. Unfortunately, I wasn't terribly happy with it because although it's quite pokey and powerful, there's far too much wheel speed there. The gearing isn't, it's basically geared for speed, not for a crawl. So I lost pretty much all of the low-down crawl. I mean, it made it fast as you like, fitting that 370 motor, but sort of defeats the object of a crawler, really, unfortunately. They also sent me a Metal Gear steering servo upgrade kit, but I think the kit itself was for the SCX18, I think, with the servo mount, sorry, the axle mounted steering servo. The steering servo is the same, but unfortunately the links are for an axle mount. So it was a bit of a, I took a bit of an L that day, but I thought, you know what, they have actually sent me, they sent me a load of goodies for this EasyRC Thunderstorm, basically. And the last set of goodies they sent me are these absolutely gorgeous portal axles, these machined aluminium portal axles. Now these are, again, with all the RC oil drive products, they're absolutely exquisite, and they really are. They do look really, really well made. I love the actual gold anodizing, the machined faces on here with the little embossed logo. But they sent me these portal axles as well. Now these aren't cheap, I must admit, so a big thumbs up to RC all-wheel drive. They really have gone above and beyond with supporting the channel with regards to some of these trick bits and pieces. I think they're £100 a set, these are, so they're not cheap things, but they are exquisitely made. But I was thinking, I think that these have a reduction of 3:1, so every 3 inputs on the axle side, if you like, we only get 1 rotation of the wheels. So I'm thinking that we've got far too much wheel speed on this. The gearing is basically almost 1:1, I think. So I'm wondering if these axles will give us our torque back. So I'm going to try and fit these today and see if I get that low down crawl back again. And hopefully these will give us a little bit more control. They'll give us all the control with all the power of that motor, hopefully. But the good news is they fit and they look absolutely fantastic. They really do. I forgot to put the drive shafts on before assembling the tie rods, so I'm going to have to take all that lot off, get these drive shafts in. I did forget to mention they do come with metal drive shafts, this kit, and they do come with a set of these really exquisitely machined brass wheel hexes as well, so you do get everything in the kit, and it is nice quality, but you would expect that for 100 quid, wouldn't you, for a pair of axles for a little RC like this. But anyway, I'm going to repeat the process on the front and then we'll just go from there. Right then, both axles are on and they look absolutely fantastic. It was a bit more of a faff than I was expecting. I think I should have got into 1/18 scale crawls about 10 years ago when my eyesight was a lot better, because these things can be really fiddly to work on. A servo horn proved a pain in the arse. The one supplied with the Metal Gear servo, I couldn't get it to fit with these linkages, so I had to do a bit of fanning around with that, but it's on. Everything else, it was fairly straightforward. Like I say, it's just the scale of the thing. Anyway, this is the first time I'm going to try it. Let's see if we get a decent crawl. I haven't seen this thing crawl. This is, like I say, this is the first time I'm going to try it. So my disappointment will be palpable if this doesn't work. So anyway, transmitter on. We're on. Okay, let's see if this thing is any better. Oh yes. It's definitely a lot more controllable. We seem to have an initial jerk when you first get going, but that seems a damn sight better than it was. What's it like with climbing an obstacle? Oh yeah, no problem. Oh. I think we better go and try this outside, you know. But those axles, obviously, they are massively geared down. I mean, I can tell that they're less than 50% efficient in the opposite direction because they won't actually rotate. You can't actually turn the motor, the gearbox, by turning the wheels. So anyway, let's try this outside and see what it's like. I'm going to keep the original plastic wheels on because at the moment I don't think we need wheel weights because these axles are quite heavy and they do bring the weight low down. But anyway, let's go and try it. Right, the moment of truth. Let's try this thing, see what it's like. See if we can get a nice crawl on with it. Oh, that's much instantly loads better. Loads better. Let's try some more obstacles over here. Oh, I'm on the bin. There we go. Let's put him down here. Let's try that now. Oh God, yes. Oh, that's transformed the thing. Oh, night and day. Night and day. That reduction in gearing that the portal axles provide is exactly what this thing needed. I might even put the wheel weights on now and let's see what it's like. Right, we've got the wheel weights on. Let's see what this thing is like having to haul these things around. So here we go. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Oh, it's got bags of torque, this little thing has now. Let's try it up here. I just want to know whether it's worth cutting up the bodywork just for this motor. That seems to have plenty of go. Yeah, it's definitely got more power. That 370 motor seems better suited to haul these wheel weights around than the little 180 did, for sure. And we've got that low down crawl back as well. Now we've ended up with that massive reduction in gearing that the portal axles provide us with. Let's test it on some more serious terrain, shall we? Oh. No problem. Oh, there we go. Right, this bit has always been quite tricky. And I know we haven't got the body on, so I haven't got as much weight up top, but oh yeah. Oh, who copes with this? Oh, that's better. Oh, loads easier. All that weight low down really does make a massive difference. Right then, back inside, what do we think of RC Oil Drive's little portal axles that they sent me? And I'm going to be honest, I think they're absolutely brilliant. They've sorted this thing right out. I mean, if you watch the last video, this motor and gearbox combination gave plenty of power, but far too much wheel speed for a crawler. We pretty much lost all low down crawl, and these portal axles have not only given us a bit more ride height, they've actually given us the crawl back as well, because of the massive gear reduction inside them. I think they're either 4 or 3 to 1, something ridiculous, but they actually allow us to use a more powerful motor, so we can basically use the wheel weights without fear of breaking the little gearbox, the original motor and gearbox. And we've got a full metal transmission now, so I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, if you are thinking about buying the 370 motor from RC All-Wheel Drive, I would definitely recommend you go and get the portal axles as well, because they do make a massive difference. You wouldn't be able to use that motor and gearbox without them, I don't think. And they come with metal drive shafts, etc. So what you end up with is, like I say, you end up with a full metal transmission. The portal axles are quite expensive. Like I say, they retail for about 100 quid, but they are really well made, and they do actually make a huge difference. I'm really impressed. So it's pretty much given me the confidence now to cut the body at the bottom and fit the body to the chassis, knowing that I'm not doing it for nothing, because if they hadn't have worked, then I don't think I would be using that motor. So in conclusion, would I recommend the little portal axles from RC All-Wheel Drive? I'm going to say yes, absolutely. They sorted this thing right out. The machining on them is exquisite. They seem really good quality. They're all metal. They come with the drive shafts, etc. So yeah, what's not to like? They give you a bit more ground clearance too. And this thing, I can't wait to put the body on and try it. I'm not going to bore you with a video where I cut the body up because it's just literally cutting a hole in the bottom. But I would heartily recommend these portal axles, even if you haven't got one of these motors. I reckon I'd love to try it actually with the the standard motor, see what they were like. But they give you, they basically gave me all the control back. Anyway, I'm waffling now. Like I say, if as ever, I will leave a link in the description to where you can go and get these parts from and all the other parts I've put on this. If you found the video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar future content. Once again, guys, thanks for watching and Merry Christmas.